Greetings, YouTube Cross-Train, coming to you from Malinovka on World of Tanks. I am bringing you what may end up being the most incredibly boring video replay you'll ever see on YouTube. And I say that up front so you can go ahead and click off if you're not interested. But this was my successful completion of Light Tank Mission number 15. Now this is for the Stug, so it's the first reward tank that's available, and because I completed all my medium, heavy tank, and TD missions long ago, but I just never played lights until recently, since I first started playing this game, and so I never played lights until recently, and already I don't play very much, so I just didn't think I'd ever get this tank. Well, recently I started playing lights, got up to heavy tank 15, or light tank 15 mission. You can see, I'm going to talk because I don't really do a whole lot in this game, except for what you're seeing me do right now, which is light the living crap out of almost their entire team. So, and I'm not even going to shoot for the first half of this battle because I don't need to. I'm just lighting these guys, letting my team beat the living snot out of them. So heavy or light tank mission number 15 is, see, that's already 2 tanks down, 3 tanks down. Every one of those tanks was with my spotting, so that's a nice start. So light tank mission 15 for the first tank requires you to do 4,000 spotting or assist damage. I just had not done it. In fact, I don't think I've ever, partly because I don't play lights that much, but I don't know that I've ever had 4,000 spotting damage in this game. Partly because I don't play lights typically, partly because I've never had this kind of patience. I see targets like I saw when I lit them at the beginning, and I just want to shoot. So let me tell you the backstory on this. Quickie Baby will never watch my channel, but I do follow Quickie Baby on YouTube, and literally 30 minutes before this game, I watched on QB's channel, I watched a replay that he had for Light Tank Mission 15. Now, he was doing it for, I think, the third tank. We have to do 7,000 spotting damage. But regardless, I was watching it, and he showed us, he said, I'll show you the best positions on both sides of this map in order to fulfill this mission. And so literally 30 minutes before, he showed 2 maps, this one in Prokhorovka, no surprise, where this is the best chances to complete this mission. So then, lo and behold, I'm teamed up, platooned with Inconsiderate, also from Fusion, and I, just shortly thereafter, 30 minutes later, here I am. I have, see, I would always take this shot. I wouldn't be able to help myself, but instead I'll just spot him up and get credit for the kills. So anyways, I watch that, and lo and behold, here I come. I end up being on this west side, which is the preferred side for this spotting mission. And this is the bush that he said, get to it. I do have a decent, let me see what I got. Yeah, see, I've got 100% camo on 3 of my crewmen. I've got a camo net on here. I've got coated optics on here. Got a gun rammer for those times when I am active. So I got a pretty decent camera crew, besides the fact that the LTTB has pretty good ammo. So I finally lose patience. I'm 4 minutes deep. I've spotted a bunch of guys, and I get spotted. So I know they've got a light sitting out here in front of me, probably in the other position that Quickie said is likely. Then I see that Tiger 2 and T-30, even though they're over the ridge there. I thought, oh boy. So I got to try to go dark, so that you can see the Yag Tiger 88 hit me once. He's the one I lit up earlier, sitting right down in here, so he was able to get a shot on me. My guess is that their light is right up in this bush. That's my guess, just based on where I was, or potentially down in one of these bushes here, because as soon as I pulled out of that bush, he spotted me. So all I'm trying to do here is go dark. Every time I pull out, I get spotted. Though I'm just testing to see, and sure enough, I get spotted again. By the way, that's my own personal sixth sense icon that I made. I finally figured out how to make these, so I've made several of them now. But I love that. I like this one a lot. So, at any rate, so all I'm trying to do is go dark here, and eventually I'm just going to try to get out of here because I'm basically, now that I get down in this bowl, I'm pinned here. I can't really spot anything anymore, so I'm not helping my own cause. I had no idea. I knew that I'd spotted a bunch of guys, but I didn't know how much I had done. So I am wanting to get the heck out of here, and eventually, see, they're still shooting at me, whether they can't see that rock or not. But so I'm trying to keep this rock between me and the enemy, and try to get the heck out of here. Sure enough, as soon as I get out of there, either me or maybe somebody else spotted that Yag Tiger 88. I'm going to go right back to my bush here that I was in, and this time when I do, I spot the 12T. So he obviously broke cover as well and get out of there, and so that's exactly what I suspected. So there's my first shot of the game. 6 minutes in, I am now lit, so I am getting the heck out of Dodge. This game is all but assured a win at this point. So the secondary conditions for this, in order to get do this with honors, is to survive. Now, for those of you that haven't done the reward tanks or not aware, the secondary mission on number 15 is important because then you win one extra, I forget what they're called, but one extra, there's my second shot in this game, one extra, whatever they call it, and I drive out and I go, oh my gosh, right into the gun of this Yag Tiger, and he's trying really hard to turn on me, and then I bounce one. But fortunately, my teammates come back and save the day because that could have proven to be disastrous. So you get, for completing mission number 15, light tank and any other tank variety as well, you get 4, I forget what they call them, 4 whatever, and you need 20 in order to win the tank, to get the reward tank. So that means, so you get 4, but if you do it with honors, you get an extra one, which means simply that you get 5 for completing mission number 15 with honors. So I had already completed heavy tank, light tank, or heavy tank, TD, and medium tank mission number 15 with honors. So I had 3 female crew members. You also get the female crew member. I think you get that anyways for completing 15, but I had already gotten those 3. So if I completed the light one with honors, that would give me 5 for this, which would give me 4 tank styles, times 5 would give me 20, which would again reward me. The alternative is you complete all 5 tank types, which means I would have had to go and do already up to 15, and once you complete 15 you get 4 more, whatever the heck they call it. I should figure that out. But anyway, so it was imperative to me that I survive, which was the secondary conditions. I think you can see total damage caused, yeah, there it is, light tank 15. Damage caused by your allies upon your spotting or destroying a track of an enemy vehicle must be at least 4,000, and secondary condition is survive the battle. So I wanted to do that so that I would, in fact, get my 5th document and be able to get the Stug. So let's take a look and see how this turned out in the post-game stats. So here you are. You can see that that position is indeed strong. So QB, thank you very much. For a guy who never plays scouts, I really don't know any of the great scout spots on any of the maps, but I watched this video 30 minutes later, had an opportunity, so I picked up a scout medal. It's only my, I think it's only my 4th one of my almost 21,000 games. It's only my 4th scout medal. Picked up a patrol duty as well, which means that basically you have to be the only person spotting at least 6 enemy vehicles that get damaged by your team. The key being the only person who's spotting them at the time they're damaged. So I had a bunch. I had at least 6. And as rare as these scout duty medals, I can't remember if this was my 4th or my 6th one. One of those two numbers, low anyways. This was my 2nd patrol duty, so only my 2nd. So I spotted 10 exactly, 10 tanks, enemy tanks, and got a bunch of damage. You can see I only fired 2 shots. It did any damage. And so this was an 1108 XP game. I had top XP, obviously. Damage was 2 shots worth. But it was 1108, so that was nice. What was that? A 2nd class mastery badge. And the moment of truth, here you go. 5,295 assisted damage I was able to do. So this was, in fact, light tank number 15, mission accomplished. Earned a whole bunch of, I mean, that was a 44,000 net with a regular tank, which is a big result. This is not a daily double, so with personal missions and multipliers I have on for XP and all that kind of stuff, it was 1,994 XP, which is a nice non-daily double result. So I want to send a shout out to Cookie Baby. Thanks for the tip. Appreciate the help, and certainly helped me pick up Light Tank 15 and finally claim my Stug, the reward tank, Stug tank, which now sits proudly in my garage and is another premium German TD trainer. So again, this was fun. Really enjoying these lights, even on these where I'm not doing any damage, but helping my team in this way instead. Just dish a lot of damage for tanks that I can spot. So if you're wondering about Malinovka and a good scouting place, if you got decent camo, go sit in that bush. You can see you get all the early spots and can do massive work for your team. So hope you liked it. If you liked this video, think about hitting that like button down there, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Get some further videos from an average plus tanker. I'm not in QBs or Zevons, or I'm not even remotely close. I'm not half the tankers they are. But sometimes it's good to watch just normal average tankers do their work, because I can relate much more to them. But I do enjoy watching those guys because they teach me a heck of a lot. So as this video is direct evidence of what Quickie taught me 30 minutes prior to the game. So until next time, this is Crosstrain coming to you from World of Tanks, and I will see you on the battlefield. Peace.